Hey guys, I'm out at the range today with an old trusty friend, my Glock 17, and I want to do an interesting video, just a relatively short video for you. I recently removed the rear sight on the Glock 17 to do another product test. I was testing the rear sight. So I took the Glock 17 back out of the safe and I was looking at it and I was getting ready to put the rear sight back on and I was thinking, you know, I bet I could shoot this thing without the rear sight. I wonder how accurate I could be without the rear sight. You know, not bench resting or just shooting offhand, you know, at a 7-yard distance. Wonder what it'd be like to shoot this thing with no rear sight at all. So I think I might give that a try. So here it is, no rear sight, front sight only. And to make sure I give myself as good a chance as possible, I'm using good ammunition that I like, Freedom Munitions, 9mm. Glock 17, no rear sight. That was almost too easy. That's a respectable group. So let's make it a little harder. Let's complicate things just a little bit more. I'm going to draw from the holster and try and shoot faster. And by the way, I'm putting a valuable camera down range right by the target that is certainly at risk if I don't shoot very well without a rear sight. Let's give it a try. Well, it's not bad either. A little vertical stringing is kind of typical for me when I'm shooting a little faster. I tend to play with the muzzle rise, so a little vertical stringing. But I'll tell you what, horizontally, I mean, look at that. That's without a rear sight. So I think we answered our question. Can you shoot a Glock with a front sight only and no rear sight? Yes, you can, and it shoots pretty darn good too. So, you know what that means. That means let's take off the front sight. We need a challenge. Obviously that wasn't good enough. So I'm going to take the front sight off. Let's shoot this Glock 17 with no sights at all. All right, I'm doing it right here. Battleground surgery. I'm taking off the front sight. Sights, schmites. Who needs them? I mean, after all, if you think about it, sights are just for people who don't know how to point or need help knowing where to point. Maybe is a better way to say it. So yeah, sights are just for people who need help knowing where to point. Well, we know where to point, right? Right, guys? Help me out. Moral support. All right. So, I have removed the front sight. I'm going to deposit it in my little baggie with my little sight tool. Put it back in the range bag. And now No sights. Flat top. Let's try and shoot a flat top. All right, guys. I have removed the front sight off my Glock 17, so I now have a flat top Glock 17. No sights at all. Let's try it again. I've pasted up my target so it's clean. I have a camera downrange on the target. Hopefully I won't shoot that camera. That would make me sad. And I have the hat cam turned on so we can get all the perspectives, points of view. Let's see how easy it is to shoot and make good hits with no sights on a Glock 17. All right, you saw it real time. That's the group. That's not a bad group. That first one was a flyer, and you know, as soon as I called that first hit, I realized it was a little wild. So, gave me an idea where I needed to hold. I will tell you this: it is definitely a strange thing to look down the flat, smooth top of a Glock and shoot it. Very strange. Let's try it again. Drawing from the holster, shooting a little faster. Hopefully my GoPro camera will survive the ordeal. Once again, you saw it real time. There's the group. No sights at all. So next time you're thinking about how you have to have the latest, greatest, most expensive, coolest pair of sights out there, sights. Who needs sights? What did we learn today, boys and girls? Well, today we learned that you don't need any sights at all on a Glock. This Glock 17 shot pretty respectable groups with no sights at all. I've put 5 rounds in my mag. I'm going to bring you along for the ride. I'm going to give you a little better view than what you were able to see with just the hat cam. So you can see my perspective here at the 7-yard line of my target. You can see that I've got a GoPro camera in jeopardy downrange. And you can see what this Glock looks like with no sights. So here we go. Let's take 5 shots at the target. I'm definitely at a bit of an awkward situation here shooting through the camera, so it's a little weird. So there you go. Now those shots are probably going to suck because it's awkward to shoot through the camera, but that gives you that perspective.